Hello and welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
that chick Angel.
And we're here for another podcast episode. Banging on you for the 2020.
Episode.
Smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to iTunes. Smash that 5-star on iTunes. Notification game. What up?
iTunes,
Patreon. You're watching this live. KevinOnStageStudios.com. Join the Patreon. Big ups to Josh. Big ups to Angel.
KevinOnStageStudios.com. Patreon.
Hello and welcome to the episode.
Yes.
Right off of the rip, Angel.
Right off of the rip.
Your president.
Is he now just mine?
Your president.
Okay.
The 45th president of your United States.
Oh, just mine. Okay.
Donald J. Trump's tax info dropped the other day.
Finally.
This man, Angel, paid $750.
How much?
$750.
$750.
First of all, he paid no income tax for like 10 years.
Yeah, he said, I ain't on that.
Is there a statute of limitations for tax fraud?
No.
Tax
Oh,
evasion?
gosh, not
No.
for rich. He probably did that legally.
Mm-hmm.
He probably just counted stupid losses, which you can do.
Yes, you can.
And paid $750. By the way, this just dropped. Your Democratic candidate, Joe Biden,
Talk about what he did.
he paid, just in 2019, $346,204 in taxes with the $46,000 refund.
Oh, so
Okay.
he paid a third because he made just under a meal, like
He made $944,737.
What's
So
he
he
doing
paid-
making
That's
a meal a year?
That's about 30. Wait,
That's a third. Yeah, it's a third of his
hey,
income.
hey.
30%, right?
Yeah.
I don't know
taxes.
why you start those questions like you're about to get the math, and then you immediately remember. You
I
start
lose
backpedaling
faith
like
so quickly in my
You
math
said,
skills.
that's like
you start doing the little shake of your head. You're like,
That's a 30%. But you know what? That is true for people who make money. The few times I have made money, praise God. I remember my first check from ER. I was so excited, but they raped my check.
Oh.
They took 40%.
I'm about to say in entertainment, it's more than 30.
40.
They took 40%. Then I had to pay commission to my agent and my manager, which is 10% to my agent.
Every
10%.
episode?
Yes.
What do they do in every episode?
Taking her money.
They got
That's
the
what
deal.
they're
They
doing.
signed the paperwork. What else are they
You
doing?
gotta pay your lawyer too?
I didn't have
I was
it. And
about
every
to
time
say
I've got an
that.
attorney, I end up firing him half the time. And that's 10. So that's an additional 20%, but they're getting 20% pre-taxes.
Yeah. So you only
they're
made
getting off the gross.
40% of your actual money.
You better do that math. Yes.
When it comes to money, my math come right back strong. And that's pre-tax.
That's the gross.
That's pre-tax. So I'm calling the tax department of Warner Brothers, and I was like, I don't know what happened, but I don't have any money, and I have rent. I'm literally crying to the accounts payable, and she was like, ma'am, it's just what we put in this, but you don't understand.
I'm on ER. I'm going to the ER.
I was like, I can't pay my rent.
She's like,
What
ma'am,
is it?"
I'm an intern here. They told me just to answer phones. I don't have any authority over any of these numbers.
I cried. I was like, you have to fix it. Fix it. Change the numbers. Change them. So
It's the numbers.
I got me a real good conservative, I'm pretty sure Republican accountant. Okay. And he fixed that thing. He was like,
Did he?
Oh, yeah. He was like, change your filing to this. And when you file, he was like, I don't need no receipts. Write these numbers down on a piece of paper and mail them to me.
Joe needs a better tax guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out and say it. He 300,000.
Yeah.
That's about on par though.
Yeah.
Most people are taxed about 30% of their money.
Yeah. When you,
Especially when you're self-employed, basically, you can just I just take that 30 like tithes.
Exactly.
I don't even
Just
want to
put it away.
That's
Tuck
the
it.
one thing I miss about working like W-2. You
Yeah.
don't have a chance to spend it.
Right.
If everyone in the world was like got all their money, we wouldn't have no country.
absolutely not.
People only pay taxes because they don't have a choice.
It doesn't. There's no choice. It's take it before they can see it. They don't even.
Before you can use it. I remember
Yeah.
the first time I got paid from Burger King, and I wasn't aware of how taxes worked, and I did my math based on the hours I worked times my money.
Oh no.
And I had planned my spending for that. And I looked at the check and I was like, well, clearly this is a pay period issue.
It's a glitch.
I just learned about pay periods. I was like, this must have just been, 5 of the days.
Yeah.
Because I was just want y'all to know I had been working every day
Man,
for the 2 weeks. when my dad showed me, he was like, you got to go up. I was like, why am I paying Social Security? I don't got no. What's FICA? I don't have no FICA.
What's a FICA?
Unemployment.
Yes.
Social Security. State taxes. Federal taxes. I was like, dang.
Man,
it's a lot.
I was going to say the first couple times where I worked crazy holiday weeks and crazy overtime, probably like 55 hours over 2 weeks. Or no, 55 hours 2 weeks? Or over a week?
Over a week. You mean a week.
Yeah. And I saw that tax number just grew more that was taken out. I was like, there's got to be more to life than this.
The more you work, the more I go.
The more money they want.
Josh,
was
Black
good.
Friday, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Man.
Right.
You go in and get a piece of
I would have the first 8-hour shift, go home for 8 hours and sleep, then come back to close on Black Friday. So I would start at like 8 p.m., leave at, was it 4? 4 or 4:30 the next day, whatever that 30-minute lunch breakaway is that way it doesn't put you over. Go home, sleep, then come back and close that same
same Black Friday.
Oh yeah, bro. I was overvalued there. Like I was
running
running
at folding or something.
No, I was
Where
just
were you
killing it.
working?
I was cashier.
PacSun.
Yeah, I was retail.
Doesn't Josh look like a PacSun employee?
This is
I
kinda
was
my
going to
thing.
say Best Buy. I didn't know PacSun.
Best Buy would have been great. Oh my
When
gosh,
Josh was in Camarillo, he was nar with the Farfar.
I wasn't that close to the beach, but but yeah, no, that's what I knew. I was like, there's got to be more to working.
I'm gonna tell you what. Even worse than that, what I realized: bonus checks.
Oh,
when I got
yeah.
bonuses, my first big bonus from Bank of America, where I realized they taxed even more than a check, I was like,
Yeah.
bruh, y'all
Yeah.
didn't sell no houses, no nothing. Boeing too. We used to get Christmas checks from Boeing. After they take their money in taxes, it's like, bruh, it's nothing now.
That's why I let them take all of Marcus's check because I get because I make money off of brand deals, which are not taxed.
Yeah.
I be like, Marcus, like poor my husband, he don't see but about 24 cents of his check. I be like, tell him you ain't got no kids. You ain't getting no deductions. Let him take out health insurance, daycare, to let him take out everything. So he be coming home with just enough to buy like some Chico sticks and nail laters. That's it. Because that's the worst thing, to owe money. So I guess Trump is like, I ain't gonna ever owe anything.
So as a business owner, I am like, wow, because
Man,
billionaire apparently.
Yeah.
700 and when I pay taxes, a little piece of me dies.
Yeah.
Like I have before I got a good accountant, I was like,
Yeah.
it's months of work.
Yeah.
Gone.
Gone.
Months of work.
Yeah.
And it is so hard to have to put it to the side.
and you can't even try and count the hours that actually spent to get that. If you try to do that, you would go crazy.
That I feel that about all taxes. Property taxes in the state of California
Man.
be hurting. Ours aren't compounded with our mortgage payment, which I will never.
You gotta
do
hold
again.
that to the side?
Oh,
You won't do it? You don't put your taxes
Well,
on?
because when we first bought the house, because they had all these extra fees that they didn't tell your girl about until like a week before, and I was like, so where's that money coming out of? Where you want this? So we couldn't. In order to be able to compound, you have to come to the table with more money, and we had already came with thousands upon thousands, so we didn't have no more thousands to give. So we have to pay in like November and then in
April?
February
Or-
yeah, is it April? I don't remember. It hurts regardless.
Oh, Angel.
It hurts. I be crying. The Lord always provides right before, because every time I don't do right and put the money aside, and I'll be like, now, Jesus, they coming for this money. And he's like, residual. And I'm like, there you go. There you go, Los Angeles.
That's the thing that I feel like is, this is the thing, right? That's hard to swallow, but it's just the truth. The world do not be the same for us that it be for them. Like Wesley Snipes went to prison. I saw this. He had tried to pay the IRS some amount, and they were like, no, we're just going to throw you in jail.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm going to pay. No. He offered the IRS $842,000.
Ooh, Jesus.
And the IRS was like, jail, though. I think Wesley did, 3 years?
I don't know. He was gone for a minute.
Oh my gosh.
For tax evasion.
Yeah, but see, that's the difference. This is the
He didn't pay his bill either.
This is the difference. It's not that because Trump filed all those years. There's the difference. Tax evasion is when you just be like, I'm not going to file. I'm not going to pay attention to you guys. None of that. That's tax evasion.
Like, who's Uncle Sam? My mom didn't have no brothers.
Right. What Trump did is what a lot of rich, wealthy white people do is he found every loophole to avoid having to pay in. And a lot of times we be having too good of a conscience, and that's why I hired my Republican white dude. I was like, you ain't got no conscience. Go ahead and do what you got to do.
Here's these receipts. Go ahead and
go ahead and make it do what it do, because I ain't got time to be trying to be wanting to give the government all of my money.
And that's the thing that's like, the thing that I always find interesting is like, you know, people be like, I'm a red-blooded tax-paying American. The people who rich be like, tax-paying? Let the poor people pay the taxes.
Yeah.
We will use the loopholes.
Yes.
It's so frustrating because, like, Jeff Bezos, he hires the people away from the IRS to then work for Amazon to give them every loophole imaginable.
That sounds amazing.
One of the things they do, I was like, how does Amazon keep paying $0? And like, how? One of the things they do is they have another company that is the IP owner of Amazon. And basically, whatever Amazon profits, so Amazon takes all the money from cloud services and packages, and they sink a lot into like Amazon Studios, build that up, right? And take losses on that. But they still be profiting. So they have another company that is the parent company of Amazon. And whatever their profit is, they basically just charge them that to use their IP. And basically they count everything as a loss. And that other parent company is not in the US. So they're not subject to the same tax laws. So that's why all those companies be in Delaware, because they have those loose tax laws.
Yes.
I mean, it's like what we get mad at, the criminals, like JP Morgan Chase. Right? Do you remember that story a while ago where they had like all that cocaine on one of their things?
No.
It was you didn't hear this?
on the boat?
On the boat.
They had like an oil container or like a shipping style freight
of cocaine?
And found mad
cargo ship
kilos of that raw.
Let me pull this up. This was on the docket a while ago, but we never got to it. July 2019. Oh, you weren't here yet. That's why.
Oh, was it the beginning of July? I was here.
2019.
Oh, 19. Sorry.
Cargo ship owned by JP Morgan Chase seized by U.S. with 20 tons of cocaine. Tons. They're not even using kilos, which is usually the amount you weigh cocaine in.
That's some
Then, last week or a couple of weeks ago, it came out that all these drug cartels launder their money through Chase, Wells Fargo, like these regular banks. And regular nickel and dime criminals are going to jail off a dime bag of weed, and JP Morgan Chase is dealing in billions of dollars they're literally moving the cocaine for the cartel, then moving the money for the cartel. Let me throw this into your mind, Angel. You want to talk about corruption? I threw this on the docket late because I saw it this morning, okay? There is a such thing. Okay, listen to this, Angel Likita Moore. Take you to action.
I'm listening.
Wall Street is making millions off of police brutality.
What?
You want to know how that works? This is how this works.
Tell me how it works.
Okay. When the police, like Chicago, in this article they talked about Chicago and New York, when they have to pay a police brutality case, right? Obviously the taxpayers pay for that. So what they have to do is raise money to cover those costs. So what happens is Wall Street hedge fund investors buy what's called police brutality funds or go bonds. And when these cities inevitably have to pay out, then Wall Street cashes out on those bonds, because when the city has to pay out, all they have to do is raise taxes to pay those things out. So therefore, they very rarely default on these bonds. Therefore, the investors are like, you're obviously going to beat up some poor black and brown person. Right. You're going to have to pay out. You're going to have to raise that money. So basically, it's a holdover. We'll take your cash payout. We'll pay you back when we raise taxes with interest.
With interest.
And that interest is how Wall Street is getting paid crazy off of police brutality. Now, when I read that, I was like, hold on now. Even police brutality is profitable? It's insane, Angel.
I cannot. They said we can make a profit, and we will off of these black bodies.
Literally making money. And that's how you know, like, well, we know you're going to beat somebody up, shoot somebody, paralyze somebody. Like Breonna Taylor, family got paid $12 million. From that moment, I was like, well, there goes any chance for justice for her. They don't mind paying out. Right. Police departments will pay out.
Yeah.
The New York, like, bro, apparently New York be doing like $200 million a year to kind of like, I don't know, calm my rage.
Yeah.
I just have to focus on the things I
that
can.
you can control.
I can't do anything about, billionaires avoiding tax laws. I can't do anything about, go ahead.
No, I was agreeing that there's certain things we want people to do right because we're striving to do right. But at the end of the day, there's only so much we can do. And if we end up making it our goal in life to try to get people to do the things we feel are right, we're going to live a very unfulfilled life.
I totally agree. All I focus on is like doing the things creatively that bring me joy, putting other people on. Also, on that subject, I've been thinking.
What?
For a long time, I thought, Kev on Stage Studios and everything that I did was going to be completely clean forever and ever. Oh, man. And I know I'm going to lose some of the faith here, but I feel like I'm not going to change, but my propensity to help other people create their stories and use my platform and my resources to help those along. Keep Your Distance comedy has kind of made me feel like there's more for me than only creating a certain type of content. I will create clean stuff. If you see a movie with me, it's going to be for the whole family that I like personally produce for my audience. You might see me in a movie and my friends where it's their vision, but they want me to be a part of it, right? You might see me, if Angel was like, Kev, I got a great movie idea, I want you to help produce it. Could you? I'm not going to then force you to make the content that I would make because I don't feel like that's fair to the creative, right? The Christian in me is not necessarily forcing my views on your creative expression, but it's being an ally and a resource for my friend and being, you know what I'm saying? Like, Keep Your Distance really helped me out because so many comedians are like, man, Kev, I didn't think you was going to let me do my stuff like that. Like, I appreciate you giving me a platform and letting me do me. And somebody in the Patreon said this is so true. I'm not even really a clean comedian like that, like clean. I talk about sex. Usually clean comedians leave sex off the table.
Yeah.
I just don't cuss.
Right.
If you listen to the Love Hour, we talk about butt stuff. Ice and
you
butt.
say butt so much. The fact you just took off your shirt already lets us know you're not into clean comedy like that.
Yeah.
Because you be out here naked.
Yeah. And I do. And let me get in shape. You guys, this is just body positivity, Kev.
Listen.
If I get where I'm trying to go, you don't look at me in the eyes.
Kevin, you ain't said nothing but a word. They done already saw. I dropped some photos on Instagram.
Oh, that caption was so funny. I lost 10 pounds. You see it.
You see it. You see it. You see it in these yams. Let me get anywhere, and that's my problem. I get anywhere in the direction of my goal weight, and I act like I'm there. I'm not there.
What am I, 245? That's close enough to 215.
Hey.
It's only 30 away. I used to be 60 away.
Okay.
Close enough for me.
Enjoy the view. So you just be ready, because I'm about to be the same god daggone way. Let me get, after having 4 kids, you ain't gonna have
4 kids where?
Where?
4 kids where?
Where? Where they at? Where they at? They must have been test tube babies because they can't have came out of this body.
Somebody say surrogate, because they don't look like I had them kids. You feel me?
You feel me. Yeah. So
I cinnamon butt challenge. You got to watch the episode of The Love Hour to understand what we're talking about. But yeah, I've been really thinking about it. And so much of my fear for my growth is what will Christians think of me. They already going to think what they going to think.
right.
And that's just, I just got to live with. And I always go back to when I was doing only clean church, only stuff.
Yeah.
I was still pissing people off. This is
of
sacred.
course. Yeah, you can't
shouldn't
talk
do
about
that. You
this.
can't talk. I said, well, okay, what can I do?
Right.
How can I make you, this exact one person in Ohio, happy, and also you in Miami happy, and also my grandma, and also myself? So now I'm just like, here's what we're gonna do. This is my offer to my audience and the world. I will give you a fair trailer, an explanation for what's happening, and a rating system. You, the viewer, will choose what you want to watch. Because here's the other thing I know about Christians, and I'm just going to say it, you're going to feel how you feel. Y'all be cussing.
All the time.
Y'all be watching cussing.
All the time.
It just be feeling good to be like, you shouldn't do that. All the regular shows that everybody watch, them church people be watching them.
Yeah.
I got so many pastors who hit me, man, roast me is my show. Now, I can't talk about it publicly. God bless you. Amen.
Yeah.
I've had gospel artists, I've told y'all a million times. I love them. They are just regular people.
Be
though.
cussing.
Regular.
Y'all gotta stop.
It's
Tone came out gay, I don't know, maybe 8-9 years ago. If you listen to the lyrics of Make Me Over, he was trying to tell us. It is literally
He's
in
like, y'all.
the lyrics.
Y'all.
You know my other side. I can no longer hide. I was like, oh my Tone.
Tony, you were
Right?
letting us know.
Yeah, so I just want you to like, love, hate, or whatever you feel about me. It will be the real me. You won't get a version of me that I think is palpable or what I think. I don't have the personality. That's why I didn't cuss as a kid, because my mom was not going for that. And a lot of church kids, they didn't do that at home. But I knew if I cussed at school, I was going to cuss at home because I didn't have that ability.
Flip the switch.
I couldn't flip the switch. And if I ever got caught slipping, my mom was going to clean my head right off of my shoulders.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I never thought I would be saying this, but I also never thought I'd be in a position to help so many people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And give people opportunities. And I feel like the Black experience, our community has to be more than just pushing one thing. And there's pure flicks. If you want to watch completely Christian content with no cussing for the whole family.
Deborah, this nigga can't get it out, girl. Pat him on his back.
Nigga.
There it is.
I be saying that. I've tried to tell people that. Don't believe me. If you follow me on All Dev, I don't really say it on this platform that much, but I be saying nigga.
You do.
And I'm sorry, guys. I can't be who you want me to be. Nigga is my thing. I be saying it. I don't want to. I be trying to be better, but sometimes it just fits.
You know, when we were doing the content, the Bald and the Beautiful last mukbang, and you were like, "Oh, you don't cuss on this channel?" And I was like,
tripping.
Yeah, you were like, "You don't?" I was like, "Absolutely."
You were still talking
not.
across. She was doing the intro. You sure you don't?
You sure? You sure? You
never-
you don't just be letting them fly? And that it is a thing of trying to figure out, like, you figured out early on what you wanted your voice to be in comedy and content, and which is great because it allowed you to be able to push your train forward. But I think the point that you've come to that's going to make you even more success, more happiness, and more peace is giving yourself the freedom to do it how you want to do it, regardless how people react or respond to it. Because I can tell you now, that's what, for me in starting stand-up, I made the decision early on. I'm going to do these jokes however they come to me. And if the joke comes with the cuss word is going to be in this goddamn joke. Not that I have clean sets. I have jokes that don't have cursing in it. But I knew I didn't want to start my stand-up career trying to formulate the joke in a way that wasn't naturally coming to my head.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't got time for that. So I say all that to say, even when we go back to Theological Thursdays, that became, look, you rolled your whole eye.
What? What's that?
But no.
Is that a video series that I started one time and then changed my mind abruptly?
But no, because it's hard. If you're not at that place of being like, you gonna get whatever you getting, it is hard to do anything that might sit like not great with somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you are now at the place where you figured out like, this is what I know I'm going to do. And this is what I know I'm also going to allow to happen with my platform. And if you like it, great. If you don't, that is okay too.
I said this on the Love Hour literally about an hour ago. Younger me would be pissed too.
Yeah.
I get it. 25-year-old Save Kev would think 37-year-old Save Kev is not saved.
Oh, absolutely going to hell.
I used to think no Christians cussed, no Christians drank. I have went to some pastor's house and I was like, oh, this is a bar.
Yeah.
Listen, when you come in, they've been like, hey, all right, now listen. I know what you listen. This is you're in my home.
You're in my house.
You know what I'm saying? Like and I wouldn't even say there, and this is my honest opinion, you can feel how you feel. A lot of times what I truly think is pastors can't be their full selves because people don't know how to take that.
Listen.
So they give you sometimes the body forces you to be that because you won't accept. You'd be like, but the pastor. I'll be like, bro, they're people first. They were a person before they were a pastor.
Listen, there's certain things that my mother will not. As a 70-year-old woman, I feel like at 70, you have lived on this earth long enough that you should be able to do whatever you want to do. It don't matter what title you got, you've lived long enough. But there's certain stuff, because she holds the title of evangelist, that she will not do in public, not because she thinks it's wrong, but because she knows some people will get so caught up on it, it will confuse their entire walk. She's like, Christian journey, that she's just like, it's not worth it. And I too was the same way. It wasn't until I got to California that I realized, wait a minute, because it wasn't that in Kentucky that folk weren't cussing or drinking. It was they were hiding that they were doing it to the point that you were just like, you're going to hell. Out here, I was at a church in Orange County. Members sang in the choir. We all went to the club together. I said, I was like, no, you're supposed to be sneaking going to the club. We can't go to club together. Like, we all know we're at the club.
Man, Angel, I'm telling you, LA opened my eyes to a different type of Christianity. First of all, let me go back to El Paso when I thought everybody was saved. And then I found Seagrams behind my grandma's TV.
Ooh.
And me and Jason drank some and about burned a hole through our chest. Then my aunt later in life had a Bacardi in the refrigerator, and she was like, you can't have this. And I was like, but you're drinking. She was like, but you're 19. And then I came to Los Angeles, and I was like, oh, this is a very different.
It wasn't until you got here. Y'all were older when you got here.
Angel, I feel like when I turned 30 and moved here, it was like going to college. I feel like I was homeschooled. We had never drank for real. Still never been to the club. Only club I've been to is like on a cruise when they be like, deck 10 from 9 to 11. This is Caballeros.
Oh my gosh,
Me and Melissa went in there on our first cruise. We was like drinking water still. Are we at the club? Does this count? Because yesterday it was karaoke. So is it a club? They're just dancing now. Yesterday this music. Tomorrow it's bingo. Does it count as club? I don't know. Is the church the body or the building? This is a cruise. This is not technical. This is technically Angel.
At 30.
30 years old.
I mean, I went through the same exact, not the club part. I started going to, I like to dance. So I did that in college. But drinking, I didn't start until like 24, 26-ish. So I went through that too. But 30 seems like,
Angel, 30 years old.
Wow.
And I'm talking about, so if the rapture comes, does it count? Am I dead for the hell? If I'm on a cruise. Me and Melissa I told you, maybe I didn't tell you, we're still getting to know each other. You know what Melissa and I thought was bad in college?
What?
It's midnight. Do you want to go to IHOP? We can. It's Tuesday. We thought
Oh my gosh.
going to IHOP on a Tuesday at midnight because our moms didn't know and eating pancakes was bad. What if our moms came to Seattle?
There is something sweet about that, though. There is something. Now, I will say, as corny as that sounds, there is something sweet that, like, there are things that were still an adventure, even at 20, and it's IHOP and not, like, cocaine. Because that's, some people, when they experience too much, out here.
I ain't that crazy.
Yeah, no. I was glad that, liquor was I almost died, but...
Somebody on Patreon said, "Oh, you sweet summer child."
Yes. Never. Let's go to I.
None of those parties in high school. None of those parties in college.
I didn't do the parties in high school.
I didn't even know where these were happening. Like, apparently my school was a party school. I didn't know.
There was one party I went to, and I cried and asked my sister to come get me because these white folk had lost their goddamn mind. People were sucking and tugging on things in the forest out there.
Sucking and tugging in the forest?
Literally, there were people kissing in a corner in one place, people drinking in another, people out in the bathroom getting and doing it, people out in the goddamn forest, right? And I was like,
sexing in the wilderness?
In the wilderness.
Leaves could get on your penis.
Listen, I was like, this is Sodom and Gomorrah, and the Lord is about to burn this place down. I called my sister. I don't know whose phone I got, and I said, come get me. I left my best friend there. Because she was off in the corner kissing her boyfriend.
Kissing a boy?
Her boyfriend.
Oh.
But still, I was like, you gonna have to die here today, because I'm leaving.
They just said the forest was Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes, they were.
The Kentucky forest?
The whole place was Sodom and Gomorrah, and I was not having it. I couldn't do it. That was probably the only high school party I went to, and it was my senior year. And I said, if this is what's been going on, I have missed nothing.
Y'all out here sucking and tugging.
Sucking and tugging and licking and sticking. I said, I will not participate. I was the girl in high school when we would fast as a church. I would participate in the fast and go and sit in my teacher's room and read the Bible during lunch. So to then go to a party and they are literally sucking penises in the bathroom. That is, what type of transition?
I was reading the Bible in fourth period. You're sucking penises on a tree stump.
Yes.
Down by the river.
I was like, oh, Father, what is not about to happen is I get burnt up in here.
I can just imagine 17-year-old Angel like, thus saith the Lord.
Yes, I was that chick.
The Lord of hosts, Melchizedek begat Melchizedek. Bing. I'm going to stay for another period.
It was me. I was
In
that
the
girl.
beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. With white diamonds.
Smelling like white diamonds. I smelled like an evangelist. People knew if I did it, then it couldn't be that bad. That was their that was their moral compass. Angel here, so it can't be that bad. Yeah, so no, the high school parties, I'm glad I didn't get involved in. And the college parties, we were a dry campus. So
Really?
Yeah.
Was it really though?
Yeah, I'm sure people drank.
UK?
Yeah, UK is dry campus.
What?
We're in the Bible Belt.
True. But I feel like it's also SEC country, like
Right, so
tailgating and stuff.
So I'm sure people drank, but it wasn't a thing that you could do openly
Okay,
in
got
public.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you go to a party that like one of the fraternities is throwing, it's not going to be raging drunken people because there's only so much they could drink before they showed up. And there's only so much you can like try to sneak in when you get there. So the parties weren't that great. It was literally just dancing.
I have yet in my life to attend.
We're gonna take
You don't know what my dream is?
What?
I want to have a Halloween party. Not going to happen this year. Shouts to COVID. I want to have an adult Halloween party.
I'm here.
Fully dressed up in costumes, prizes. Like Mel and Greg last year Greg won. He was Mr. T. He literally got like a thing. He had, he's hairy already. The muscles, gold. Like,
Right.
It is a dream of mine.
You should do it. Kelly Rowland does it every year. You could do one too.
I kind of lost faith in it once you said Kelly did that. So like, it's not going to be on par with hers.
No, it will. Like the thing that makes her so great is that people take it seriously.
I want people to go all out.
If you set that as a parameter, people will. People won't show up just then. My husband used to be that guy that'll just show up in plaid and shorts. But now he realizes like, okay, no. Gotta fully participate. So yeah, do it. Have yourself a DJ.
Joshy Gons.
Oh,
Actually, I never want Josh to do his work. I just want him to have a good time.
Yeah, he could just be out here having fun. Yeah, okay.
Night Train? Yeah. Hit Night Train up.
But like, is he a LA DJ or is he like? That's the only thing I don't like about
I want
LA.
DJ. Who was the DJ who got big during Instagram?
Oh, D Nice.
D Nice.
You want a D Nice type?
I don't
party?
think I got D Nice.
No.
D Nice, he getting money.
Oh yeah, D Nice got a lot of
D-
money. La 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 la
D-
la la
D
la la
Nice
money.
is breaded up right now.
So 20.
Night Train will do, Josh. You get him for this.
He said night.
He just did Kim Kardashian's birthday though. So
Okay, never mind. I need just regular people in LA. I don't need.
Yeah, you don't
doing
need the
Kim
famous-
Kardashian's birthday. You feeling away?
No, you don't need that. You need a regular black person that know what black people like to dance to. I don't like.
He knows what people like to dance to though. That's how he got booked.
And I don't know because of what people be dancing to now ain't what people my age be dancing
I want
to.
cotton candy, sweet and gold.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I want to tear my ACL doing the Tootsie Roll.
I want to dent. Oh, it's about to happen. I want that. Well, you working for the Becky. I want that. I don't want to hear no. He's got a booty. He's got that lunch. Oh, booby, dooby. Oh, I don't want that.
What was that?
Back. Who is that, Josh?
Doja Cat. We don't speak on her.
That's Doja. I got a whole joke about her.
Doja Cat?
Yes.
I don't know. So what song were you portraying?
One of hers.
I like Doja Cat. Well, I
that
liked her
song
before
was
she was
big.
selling feet in them racist chat room.
Say so. But like, I don't want to be dancing to that.
Oh, I wouldn't even know what to do.
No, I want the stuff that, yes, do the Tootsie Roll. Do the Tootsie Roll. You burn about 400,000 calories.
Now, hey, hey,
I see.
let me talk to y'all. I be in my little garage gym.
No.
You understand me? Let me show y'all.
No.
Look at the flex. Can you see it, Josh? Look at the titties flexing. Look at. That's Beachbody On Demand Chest Day. You better ask about me. I be getting up. Some days I wake up at 5 a.m. and I need to get my workout in. I say, Beachbody, what you got? They say, Kev, we got everything. You want Shanti? You want Tony Horton? We got you. You want P90X? You want HIIT? High interval intensity training? We got you, Kev. And you only got to pay once. You get it all. Hey, oh, yeah.
All of it.
Now I'm serious this time.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I be in the gym in my house. Because now the gyms are closed in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Still.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do?
Rightfully
Sit
so.
around, get fat. Did that from March to September, at least last week. But I'm back now. Okay? P90X and Insanity are the 1-2 punch for me. Okay? I need to feel like I can't walk when I get done. Okay? Low key though, the yoga exercise of those, I used to skip them because I was, yoga too easy.
Uh-huh.
Holding your body in those poses and like trying to be still is a lot harder than I thought. And you don't have to run around and jump around crazy to get a good workout in. But that's what I do. I start my day. Some days I only have 10 minutes. So I do the 10-minute trainer because I got to get active. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, sir.
So for you to get a special free trial membership, text SK
SK.
to 303030. That's full access to the entire platform, all the workouts, nutrition information, and support, absolutely free. Just text XK to 303030. You feel me? Get your body together, get your body right, get your titties tight, get your stomach light,
I don't think that's a thing.
win a fight.
Let's talk about the disgustingness, kid.
Oh!
Let's get there. I've been waiting, and I think they're waiting for it too because it's disgusting.
It's sucking and tugging in the
It's
Kentucky forest.
Listen, they probably got the stuff from that party. So you guys, the police in Vietnam seized 345,000 used condoms that were cleaned and sold as new.
Hold on.
You heard
People
me.
sell used tires. Maybe someone got the idea of, oh yeah, tires are rubber. You know, we could run these back a couple times.
Rubber
I
is
don't-
rubber.
I don't know if there's like a condom recycling bin that people throw these used condoms in, but literally they said
Cleaning them.
That's what I want
They
to know.
This is what they do. They would boil the condoms first, right? And then they would reshape them on like a wooden phallus. Well, after they dried out, and then repackage them and resew them.
They did an Iron Chef. They got these on a cast iron. Just
Listen,
So much wrong, Angel.
I just can't even.
First of all. Ooh.
No.
I don't even like regular packaged clean condoms, okay?
They got that weird,
It's like a film.
The
it's
film
like
lubrication thing
not
is
a fan.
weird. I remember when I was young, they told
What?
you to try out, put your condom on for yourself, man.
what happened,
Know
Kev?
what I was doing?
You-
man. I was trying to get ready with the sex ed. I was in like 5th grade, and they had passed something out. I went home and popped the head. I was like, I'm just not gonna do this. I can't get it on.
Oh my
I
gosh.
popped the head. I couldn't get it on. I was sitting here not ready to be having a condom on. The thought of putting your penis
It's
in something that had been pre-penised.
not just that, it had been pre-ejaculated into.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Who is cleaning these?
I don't even like to
Do
wear
you
other
turn it
people's
inside
socks. So imagine a sock that shot nut into it. Toes that shoot out semen.
Nut like that. Nut.
Nut. Like
The worst part is the person cleaning it.
Yes, bro. And if they're getting resold, you know they got a margin to uphold. They're not trying to pay this person top dollar for
So
cleaning.
you're just like,
it's like cleaning
Woo.
chitlins. They're cleaning sex chitlins. That is what they're doing.
You had a great time, man.
Yeah, all that.
You
all
flip
that.
it out, you wash it.
And
Yeah.
where are they getting these?
First of all, the smell of semen hitting the chemicals in condom stinks.
I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah.
So you got semen, you got condom, you got pH,
Yeah.
you got the mix of all that, and somebody's got to go. You got coochie on the outside.
Maybe.
You got a wop on the outside.
Maybe.
Could have
it could
butt.
be booty.
Could be a hot
Bro, at least
Vietnamese
one-
butt.
Right.
Talk
One
about a banh
bro.
mi.
Bro, at least 1 in 10 of them, you're gonna touch some kind of STD.
Oh, that's herped out.
Listen.
You're chlamydia out.
And I don't know what they eat. And you know, food be changing how you smell and you taste. So I don't know what they be eating in Vietnam. So
And it just ferments there. You don't know how long it's been sitting.
Pho is Vietnamese. Vietnamese food
fire.
is lit.
It's
banh
great.
mi's and pho, but
Banh mi, that's the little bun things.
the little sandwiches.
Like a little banh mi.
I like Vietnamese food.
how did y'all get back to food?
Because
that
I'm
quickly?
just thinking of
Food,
a banh
Vietnamese
mi's.
food?
Well, because butt stuff.
They got fried
So
chicken.
somebody was like butt stuff,
Right.
butt
So
stuff, butt
my
stuff.
mind is not on what
Chitlins,
food
that's how we got
tastes
the
good.
food.
Butt, coochie, butt, semen, the pesticides, boiling. That smells like
So are they repackaging?
Hell.
So
Yeah.
someone's
repackaging.
they're rolling them up.
Yeah, they're putting them on a phallus and then to reshape them, and then they're rolling them up and then sealing them with some sort of like keep your freshness like vegetable sealer of some sort.
How do you get sex smell off?
I don't know.
The
That's a
boiled
good
water,
question.
is that enough to get? Is that cleaning the STDs though? Is that?
I don't
think
know.
so.
I hope they're using some soap.
I
I know
think
I
there's
got
an
to
easy
use
out
soap.
for STDs, bro. I think it's I don't know. Lemon?
You said
Lemon?
lemon.
Some Windex? I don't.
It's bleach that thing. I just don't understand.
350,000, Angel.
350 like, and you know there's splatter and everything just going to go where it's supposed to go. Like what do you have to feel about yourself? How bad in life do you have to be like
You're
down
down
in the
bad.
dumps to be
You're
like,
down
yep, I'm gonna wash these condoms out that have been ejaculated in. Pubic hair might be wrapped up in some of them. Like there's just so many things that could be wrong.
Imagine getting a
A condom
You're like,
with it.
Nope.
smells like butt already.
Listen, I don't want no parts of it. Like I said, I don't even like fresh condoms, much less, even though everyone, you should participate in safe
100%.
sex, okay, if you are participating in intercourse. But I don't like condoms.
Buy your
so-
own from a reputable source. Do not expect anything on, because now I'm questioning everything.
Right, now you got to question everything. Because, like, where are they being recycled to? What brand is buying these condoms? What brand? Is
Like,
this
are these getting
Trojan?
white labeled? I don't know.
Is these Trojan Light?
Oh my God.
Are these Magnum?
The people in the Patreon are like, next topic. And we're like, no.
Oh, y'all
You
can't.
can take
Lean into
more.
Lean into
When you're
this.
watching it live, you can't fast forward. You're just going to have to take it.
You're stuck.
Just like that person used that used condom. You're just going to have to take it.
Yes.
You imagine you using a condom, getting STD, but it was from the condom.
That's what I'm saying.
Previous
You can't
use.
wash that off.
Ugh.
That's there.
You think them crabs is going on? We in here.
You're having a good time.
I don't think you can get an STD, but it's still disgusting to think somebody's junk was in the thing that you planned on using. Listen, I'm just so that alone makes me so glad that I'm off the market. That alone.
Oh, listen. I did a joke about this. The thought of having to go and date. Oh, what a terribly. Dating in 2020 is Mufasa and Simba looking over Pride Rock and be like, what's that dark place? Oh, that's dating in 2020.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Listen.
Oh.
I don't want to say the joke because I'm supposed to be doing it in the set, but I'm going to say it anyways. The best privilege of marriage is raw dogging. Like, there's nothing.
Bro.
Raw dogging.
Raw
Like,
dogging.
it's like, I mean, you guys, it can't get no better. Like, let's be real. There, how do you go back?
You can't go back.
It's like you trying to go back to the Corolla from the Maserati. That's the perfect example, ain't it?
Oh, the what?
That's like you having to wrap up with some plastic rubbery thing that you don't know if it's been used before. After you've been living in the WAP all this time.
Living in the WAP. We walk in the WAP.
Living
Amen.
in the WAP.
Whoppy don't feel as whoppy if you got a condom on.
Exactly. That would be depressing.
I would cry.
And if you did, you should call Talkspace because taking care of your mental health is necessary and it shouldn't break the bank. Talkspace is online therapy and lets you connect with a licensed therapist for a fraction of the price of in-person therapy. Match with your perfect therapist from the comfort of your device and reach out 24/7. I know that trying to get a good therapist is not an easy feat.
And if you don't have the right vibe, you can't share your whole soul.
Who ended the what they charge out here in these streets?
Really real.
Oh my God, it's like $175. It's crazy. A session. You probably still gonna have the same issue after the first session.
Now you're just broke.
Right now you're just broke, right? But this is why Talkspace is so necessary. The Talkspace network is composed of thousands of licensed therapists experienced in treating depression, anxiety, substance abuse, trauma, relationship issues, because, the condom situation,
whole
food,
thing.
eating, and more. Talkspace is secure and private, using the latest encryption technology to keep your information safe. We all need someone to talk to. Talkspace wants to give us the opportunity we deserve at a price we can afford. Match with your perfect therapist on Talkspace.com or by downloading the Talkspace app. And don't forget to use the promo code RIGHTEOUS at the checkout for $100 off your first month. That's $100 off your first month at Talkspace.com. Promo code RIGHTEOUS.
Righteous. Speaking of therapy,
Yes.
Christopher Rock. Been in therapy 7 hours a week.
Now
Oh,
that's,
wow.
that's
7 hours a week.
That's the real work right there.
That is doing the work.
Yeah.
He credits it for his part of his comeback. He's doing he's I don't know.
He got a guest spot on Fargo.
Fargo.
Yeah.
Is it a guest spot? He's
No,
like a.
he's the lead because
I don't-
Fargo is
It's an anthology season,
It's
right?
anthology. So yeah.
I just started it. But honestly, what got me are the newer trailers. I'm like, yo, this is shot like super well.
I
And
liked
was
it
all-
too.
I was all in.
I didn't know about
I'm
the show at all until I saw the Chris
guess it
Rock
started
trailer.
like-
Oh, you didn't.
2014
I had
or 15?
auditioned for the season that he's on.
Did you?
They didn't get you?
Oh no.
What
no,
season
no,
is this? I'm stopping before.
Oh no,
stopping
no,
before.
they did not.
I'm boycotting.
I don't remember. I didn't watch. I only watched Fargo to get prepared for this, and I was like, oh, but it's going to change completely. So this was not of any help. But yeah, Chris. I mean, I think that's amazing, and the fact it's got to be liberating and a little bit sad all at the same time to find out that you have a diagnosis that you had gone undiagnosed
Yeah.
for so long in life because
He has a nonverbal learning disorder.
yeah,
That's a diagnosis he didn't know he had.
which
What's an example?
like he doesn't pick up cues that well. So if you were to say something sarcastically, he would take it for truth.
Immediate disrespect.
Yes.
First of all, I know what you're saying, so I'm gonna take it as disrespect. Watch your mouth.
right. So just not being able to pick up on. So the nonverbal thing is what gives you the context of this is sarcasm. He doesn't read that part, so the words end up being the total meaning.
Like a harsh extreme of what it could be interpreted as.
Yes.
Yes. He said this is the first time he's dealing with his past in a non-comedic way. And reliving parts of his childhood has been traumatic.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Can you imagine 55-year-old black man?
He's 55?
He's 55. Therapy was not a thing then. Not for poor black people. That's
Right.
not even an option. I say this a lot. Part of the reason we made the church everything is because it was the only thing we had access to. So, Pastor, you're going to have to pray for me because I don't know who else can give me help.
Right.
But he's been swimming a lot. He's abbed up.
Yeah. He's
But
in shape.
I'm telling you, man, I feel like it's good for black men to see someone that they admire
Uh-huh.
doing therapy because a lot of times you need that permission
Yes.
to be like, oh, man, Chris Rock does it, Charlamagne does it, this person does it, I respect them. They seem cool because men be like, we'd be so doggone afraid of what men think. You'd be just dying, worried about what other men think about what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and sometimes it's just about what you think of yourself. Sometimes you feel like if you're needing someone else to help you process what you've gone through or that what you've gone through has actually had an effect on you, you begin to think less of yourself. It wasn't until I was 35 that I realized I could have benefited from a father in my household.
Really? What made you come to that realization?
I don't know. And I remember I was in the parking lot of Albertsons and I was like, you know what? Like,
I could have had a dad.
That could have worked. I've always had, I feel like, a healthy view on my value. Like self-esteem has not, like in some ways, like how I dress, outer self-esteem issues I might have had. But as far as in who I am as a person, I've always had a healthy, point of view on who I was. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until I thought about the fact that I could possibly be an even better person had I not had to compensate for that. And I was like, because I wasn't thinking I never thought of myself as like, oh girl, you ain't achieved nothing. I'm like, I'm over here hustling. I'm pushing through. What are you talking about? And then I realized, or if you would have had this there, think about how much further you potentially could have been along in life mentally, just what you've achieved if you had a supportive father there as well.
Absolutely. I feel like there's so many ways you compensate because you have to.
Yeah.
And you use it for fuel, but that doesn't mean you healed from it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the issues that I realized, part of the reason Kev on Stage became Kev on Stage was because of traumatic childhood experiences. And it doesn't necessarily mean, they're bad. I mean, they are bad, but I gained positive things from them.
Yeah.
But I still needed to go back and rectify them.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you start dealing with those in a way that is harmful. Right? So I had healthy consequences from that, but I also had unhealthy consequences from it. And one thing my therapist always talks about is accessing the full part of yourself. She's like, you're a nice person, but you also can be a shrewd businessman. And sometimes you need to be a shrewd businessman. Sometimes you need to do stuff to protect your brand, but just know why you're doing it.
Yeah.
If you don't do the work, you do things unconsciously.
Yeah.
And then that's when it's very dangerous for you. And my biggest fear, and this is what I kind of really helped me, I didn't want to pass that trauma on to my kids, unknowingly.
Right.
And if I didn't do that work, I was going to teach them that same stuff, that I learned. So I want them to both see that I'm doing it. They'd be like, where are you going? I'm going to therapy. They'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
So now if they have to go or they choose to go, it's not like a weird taboo thing. They don't have to go through the mental work of is this manly? Am I weak for doing this?
Right.
It's something that, my dad used to do that. My mom used to do that. They used to do it on their phone with BetterHelp. He used to do it in the garage. He used to go. We've taken Joe sometimes. And we taught him, this isn't There's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
If you broke your arm, we would take you to a doctor.
Right.
If there's something you're struggling with, we're taking you to a professional to get help.
Mm-hmm.
Even that framing makes you be like, oh, okay, like, you know, and we're sitting right there with him, you know, or right outside the door, depending on what, you know, the thing is. But it's I would not be living my best life right now if it weren't for these months in therapy.
No, I remember. I think I found the lady I want to go with. I haven't like, you know, interviewed her yet, but I'm realizing as I am approaching like being able to start sprinting, I guess I would say, in some of my ideas, I want to try to go ahead and figure out I know I have mental roadblocks, like obstacles that I'll be over here fighting my own self. So that's a big reason why, because I don't think that I want a therapist. I kind of want a life coach / therapist.
What is a life coach?
So while a therapist usually focuses on present or past trauma, a life coach looks at your future goals and tries to help you figure out how to map those out, how to map out the path to those.
So is it like motivation, like encouragement, or
not just encouragement, but like just helping you kind of stay the task and pointing out if they can start calling you on your stuff. If you're starting, like if you're a person that likes to backpedal or procrastinate, they can see that.
Got it. And not diagnose it, but point it out.
Yes.
Or like you're upper limiting.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what's his face? Gay. What's his first name?
Gay?
No, what's his last name? I mean,
Hendrix.
Yeah, Gay Hendrix. I would consider him like a life coach, not a therapist.
Right.
That's what
Okay.
I would,
Okay. Do you have to go to training for that? Is
you
there
can
like
get
certifications from like Life Coaches University or something?
Yeah, something like it.
Who is it? Who is it?
Who's the people that credential? I don't even know. That's the only reason why I want like a life coach / therapist, because I feel like therapists go through so much more training, so many more certifications, and a lot of therapists are great life coaches, but some don't like market themselves as that
Got
way.
it. Somebody in Patreon said it's like a physical trainer for your life.
Yeah. How help you like streamline that thing.
Yeah, I think it's imperative, man. It is necessary. And I went in like, my real dad, I have problems with my real dad. Then I also had problems with my dad who was there. Like, there was so much more than met the eye.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I'd be like sick of her low key. Like, bro, how could everything go back to me being 5?
Right.
Because at the time, you're not thinking about none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your birth order, how your sibling, like, I used to make this joke all the time, and it's partly a joke, but partially absolutely true. My whole family, they're in my warpath. My brother had great godparents, plenty of money, rich doctor, anesthesiologist, nurse practitioner, all this stuff. Cruises, money. No godparents for me. Then my sister also had godparents, also not as rich as my brothers, but also well-to-do. So birthdays, I mean, just live it up.
Yeah.
Jason, happy birthday. Want to go Disneyland? Let's go. Kevin, you shut up. You don't have anybody.
I don't think they said. Did they say that?
Yes, that's how I interpreted it. Okay. Michelle, happy birthday. You want a stuffed animal? Shut up, Kevin. Back in your cage. And I was sitting there like, I was like Precious Mom. Who gonna love me?
Who gonna love me?
So one time I was drinking some sweet tea. And I was sitting in my sister's bedroom, and she had literally like 40 stuffed animals, all from her godparents, all these years, birthdays, happy this, congratulations that. And there was a pink elephant sitting on there with a white stomach. And he was like, hey, broke boy, you ain't got no godparent. He was smoking a cig.
What?
You ain't got no god. He was talking to me, man. You ain't got no godparents, do you? Oh, you ain't got no lavish collection of stuffed animals. Do you just drink your little sweet tea with your non-godparents having stuff? And I was like, and I splashed it on there.
Oh.
And she kept that doggone thing forever. It had a big brown patch on the white part.
To remind.
And she lost all of them. I'm talking about this girl was in like 12th grade. Still kept that thing. And every time I saw it, he was like, I'm still here. Huh?
See, you still ain't got godparents.
I might be dirty, but I'm loved. I can get washed. You over on your way to college, huh? Still ain't got godparents. So my grandma tried to give me godparents like 2 years ago. I was like, ma'am.
You take them.
I needed them then, Angel.
Listen, when I was 16, I asked a woman to be my godmother. And then she became my godmother. Dopest thing I could have ever done in my life. The dopest thing.
You know what? I'm going to take your advice. And the first task on their life is to get me a talk boy. Because I wanted that doggone talk boy from Home Alone, and my parents didn't have the money. I wanted a Game Boy, never got it. I want the toys of my youth. I want a Cap Gun.
Get him.
I want all the Ninja Turtles. I want the blimp. Remember the blimp? It opened up. You could play with the turtles inside of there. Noel had it. He was my friend. He had it. I never had the blimp. I want the race cars. You know, the Hot Wheel track. It goes over and you press the button.
Like
I want that.
Whip, whip, whip. Yeah.
I'm going to have me a little room, and I'm going to play with my toys.
You can have a bunch of just child's toys in a dedicated room.
Yes, and the clothes.
For little Kevin to play with.
Oh my God, in therapy.
You tell me.
In therapy, I'd be like, girl, what does little Kevin think? I'm not talking about, hey, baby, nobody want to pick me up. I'd be like, she'd be having to tell me, like, I know you think this is dumb, but just do it. And I might have it like, this is the stupidest thing. What does little Kevin do? Nobody wants to pick him up.
Get you a god. Listen, this is the best thing I could have did. Get you a godparent. so little Kevin can live free.
Nah, man. Little Kevin is a real one.
No.
That's why Big Kevin is who he is. And I'm about to go buy those toys for myself.
You could do that as well.
That's probably why I got the Maserati.
Yeah,
Take that, you little pink elephant. You know? Where are you now? In a dump somewhere?
In a dumpster.
He's Lotso.
Oh, yes, that's exactly what it seemed like. Yes, Lotso from
Lotso
Toy
just
Story.
wanted to be loved, man.
But then he turned out to be real savage.
They did him wrong.
My godmother thought I was asking her to be the godmother of a child in my stomach. She was like, oh, my God, Angel, you're pregnant? I was like, no, woman, for me. I need guidance. Come on.
Does she still do godmom stuff for you?
She checks on me.
Does she really?
Yep, I love her to pieces. Yep, her and her husband.
How did you ask her?
I went up to her after church one day. She was still having kids. She has 6 kids, 5 boys and 1 girl. Her husband was one of the coaches for the LA Dodgers. So they were well-to-do folk. And I was just like, Miss Trina, can I ask you a question? She was like, yeah, baby. I said, will you be my godmother? And then she was like, girl, like you pregnant? I was like,
no. Me, Angel.
No, me. I was like, my mother gave me a godmother when I was younger, but I ain't spoke to her. I don't know where she at.
That's where I'm at.
She in Baltimore. I don't ever see her. I was like, I want somebody here that is looking after me. And she was like, yes, I will.
Did she?
She loved me. I love her too. She do. She's the one who talking about good weaves, and she was one of the few. She would be out here. I'm mad because as soon as I moved out here, they moved back. Like her husband keeps playing or coaching for other, which called Major League Basketball, not basketball, Major League Baseball teams. So I don't get to see him as much.
Angel messing up.
I was like, what's them things called? NFL, golf,
like baseball. You're like,
bowling.
no, it's not.
That thing. He keeps coaching for other teams. But anyways. It was the best thing. Get you a godparent. That's Kirk Franklin.
Sorry,
you should do it.
Oh,
Ask him.
I can't have a godparent that I'm bigger than.
Yes, you can.
I could pick Kirk up.
That's
and
all right.
pat him on.
But his wallet could pick you up and pat you on the back. You can get all your.
Kirk is still making great music.
Yes.
He is the best.
He's great. Like, it's amazing for someone who cannot, like, nobody wants to hear sing, make the best music to listen to. Like, we will listen to him talk all day long.
I would just hit Kirk up. Kirk, be my goddamn man. Come on, man.
I bet you he'd be like, all right, man.
I'm not asking Kirk for
Do
my
it.
God. No, I need an old woman who can bake.
Why do you want a female? You want a
I
godmother?
want a godmother.
Why don't you?
I want to be
godfather?
nurtured.
Why don't you want a godfather too, though?
I don't want anybody to take me fishing and say, "Hey, sport." I'm a man. Women are more nurturing.
We try to be. I got so many goddamn god kids. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just dropped a bunch of money on one of my goddaughters. She started a cosmetic line. She's 13.
How many did you have?
Probably like 12.
You gotta say no.
I don't think people aren't giving me the option. They're just saying, guess who's a godparent? And I just feel bad because I'm not good to most of them. Because I don't be, it's too many to
There's a
keep
little
up
kid in
with.
therapy right now, like, Angel, she just did her podcast and she didn't love me. I'll show her. I'll show them all.
Listen, but
He's
I try
pouring
to,
tea on an elephant right now.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I try to, the ones that are my best friends' kids, and I try to make sure I take care of them. I bought $250 worth of lip gloss and body products. She made it. She's 13 years old, built a website, made all the products herself.
Really?
I said, honey, I'm about to make it rain on this lip gloss.
So you invested her. Is that all she sells, lip
You got
gloss?
lip gloss for 3 years.
Lip gloss, body spray, bath bombs, shower something you put at the bottom of your shower and it makes it smell good. I was like, at 13, girl, MD Cosmetics, honey, I'm about to buy you out.
Absorbed. You're mine now.
Yes, you are mine. So when I come in here with my lips uber glossy, y'all gonna know it's MD
Hardcore rapper, but he's glossy. The last thing I want to talk about.
Let's do it.
Deanne Lorraine, who's running for Congress, she tweeted this the other day, and I just thought, boy, this is something. This is her tweet. I find it very interesting how the show Masked Singer hit America in January 2019, a little bit over a year before they started forcing all of us into masks. It's almost like they were beginning to condition the public that masks were normal and cool. The media is demonic.
This is why every episode I'm going to remind you all to vote. Because there are people who are on the ballot that are freaking crazy. She's a raging lunatic. A raging lunatic.
Raging lunatic is funny.
She said it like the people on the Masked Singer were wearing corona. They were in full costume.
They were in full costume and she's equating it. She just pulled it out of her butthole.
The name of the show is The Masked Singer. Like it's part of the whole thing, you know.
Isn't it funny though that they had them wearing masks?
Oh, I don't know anybody who was watching the Masked Singer.
Me neither.
No, you had to be so very bored to watch that. So
Michelle
very
Williams
bored.
was on there. I saw some clips on Twitter, and it was so obvious that was her. But people were like, this person's amazing. Like, you can't tell that's Michelle. And they're like, no.
Didn't Candy from
Escape?
didn't she win one season?
I don't know.
I know she was on there, and I was like, now she has one of the most recognizable singing voices.
Listen, God bless Candy.
I fly above all the haters. I fly above. I fly above. It was beneath me. That's her voice. It was beneath me. Go ahead. What were you about to say about Candy?
Ah! That Escape video, they were so hard in their videos. It was just like the way they were dressed. Actually, we still can be monetized, so I'm not gonna play the song. Once we go into 90s R&B,
We're doing okay.
but
She did win. How did they not know her voice?
Candy has a very distinct
Very
voice. So they thought
very.
she was. Oh, she was the third Masked Singer.
T-Pain won the first one.
T-Pain won.
And I can understand because most people don't realize T-Pain can actually sing because he
Dude,
does auto-tune all the time.
Okay, we're gonna ruin it.
Oh, you're gonna
What,
pull up his
Kev?
tiny desk, son of a gun.
Who's
Kev,
tiny
we're
desk?
right here, man.
I know.
Who's tiny desk?
T-Pain's tiny desk.
Why don't we? Is this something that
Why
you
don't
want
we
for the? Wait a minute. Question. Wait a minute.
Bonus!
Do you want to? No. Pause. Do you want to end the podcast and then just play it?
Yeah, let's do that. That way we could. I can.
Okay.
I can clip
And
it.
then only Patreon sees it. He'll click.
And then it can be monetized?
Please just lift your finger
Yes.
like 6 inches.
Yes.
And then I can play it for Patreon?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you see their solutions?
Stop it.
You guys, thank you so
But
much.
I want the regular people to hear.
The regular people can hear when they pay you $5 to be on Patreon. Don't forget to buy your tickets for the October 9th Ladies Night. Keep your distance.
Don't use my promo code. Use the promo code ANGEL.
Yes.
Angel gets a portion of all proceeds when you use her promo code.
And it's Angel.
And it's
promo.
Angel. Use Angel.
And I'm so
code.
nervous, you guys. So, yeah. So, you either going to see me kill, like murder, or you're gonna see me kill and murder, regardless.
That's all you're gonna do. Ain't
One
it?
of the
really no
one of the options.
Because you're amazing. I was so afraid that I was gonna bomb last week, but I didn't. So we're cutting you off, regular people, because Josh and Angel and Patreon. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna play this.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage and that chick Angel.